Alright guys, I'm here with just a quick update on the Fluval Spec that I set up a couple weeks ago. As you can see, I got a new Betta in there. That's one of those baby Bettas that I picked up at Petco. She's been in there for about a week. It's a female. Not sure what name or if I'm going to name her. But just a little bit about the tank. Tank seems to be doing well. I moved a couple things around. That Rotala that I have there, I had some over here. It seemed to melt down, so I moved the rest over here. This plant here, that is a Amazon compacta, I believe. I don't know how big it's supposed to get, but I've had it in another tank for months, and that's about the biggest that it got. Although I did have it in sand. I also had like some root tabs in there, so it didn't get, I don't think it grew out too much. But as you can see there, just in the couple days that I added, there's some new growth, which is good. These two crypts up front are doing really well. There's some new growth coming in there, and this one has got a bunch of new growth, so I'm excited about that. And remember, this tank, there's a layer of dirt in there. I don't think you can really see it now, but there's some level of dirt, but some black sand, and I even had a little bit of I think some stratum or a substrate that was better for plants. I can't remember the name. But the Rotala is doing well. You can see there in the back. I had a little bit of a problem with algae at first, but that looks to be cleared up. The crypt here in the back, the biggest one, is doing really well. You can see how well that one's doing. So after a couple weeks, I'm happy with where the tank is at. My idea is really just to kind of grow these crypts out. This Amazon compacta, I want to see if I can, get them to kind of fill in this tank. And then once that happens, I'll pull them out, use them in some other tanks. But so essentially, this is a grow out tank. But as you can see, the water's clear, tank's clean. The fish, she seems to really enjoy it. There's a bunch of hiding places for her. As you can see, she's going in back behind the plants, and she really seems to like it in there. One thing about this tank that I've seen in a couple other videos is just the amount of flow. You got to be careful. Your fish, not just a betta but other fish, they can get pushed around kind of bit, so you're gonna have to watch that and keep an eye on it. But she's been in there long enough that she really doesn't go over there, which she's pretty much learned that the hard way, but she seems to be doing okay now. Fish are smart animals. They will figure out where they can and where they can't go, that's for sure. But again, this is an update on the Fluval Spec 2.5 gallon tank. Let me know what you guys think about that. Any questions, feel free to send them my way, and as always, I appreciate your guys' comments. So I'll talk to you guys down the road. Thanks. Bye.